Hey everybody, this is Grace. I just once again had to get out of the house and be away from the mutt cases. Puppy and Marmaduke, the big dog, old dog. Oh my goodness, every day, day in, day out, 5 days a week, when Adam is at work. Yeah. And I think I'm doing them wrong by not leaving them alone. Either way, I feel wrong. But anyway, this video, I want to talk about something that I have noticed recently, that is some of the things that are really bothering me. And I think because of these, I need to step back from like reading or watching videos on the internet. Mainly watching, but it can be both. And it's about people who do like give advice, and they do it for various reasons, really, of what they do. But like they're pretending in a way to give advice as a counselor, like a counselor would. Now, some counselors wouldn't give advice. That's not what they think that they should do, is to actually give advice of this is what you should do or that is what you should do. But yeah. It's more of a profession where people, from what I remember, I could be wrong, it's not the same everywhere. I'm not giving any, like I'm the supreme knowledge person, voice of authority on this, but it's more of guidance, not actually, you need to do this and you need to do that. Now, some of the people I have noticed who see themselves as life coaches, or they seem to think that's what they do. Okay, I don't know about that, but when I first heard about life coaching, it was when they first started it. When I looked it up recently, I don't remember what year it was, but yeah, that's around the time I first heard of it, and it was more about in anything setting goals. There were goal setters, and you meet these goals. They're not giving you advice on how to meet them, and some they are. Like, I'm not in mental, okay, psychological help, but like they're counselors or something. But yeah. But honestly, I mean, it's getting. I had felt this when I first started getting online and watching videos on people who did videos about topics like narcissistic abuse and stuff. I said a lot of what they were, had been a career student. My degrees are in psychology and sociology. And I was thinking a lot of the information they were giving out was wrong, misinformation all around. And then I would see, also people giving people, like a kind of guidance, but mainly just flat out advice, that some like this would say, somebody who's in a bad relationship, they said, just leave. That can be very dangerous. Okay, that can be very dangerous to the person who's leaving. Okay, it can be just dangerous. And it was just shocking to me. And now this is all these years later, say 5 or so years later, and I kept saying this is going to wear on me. It's going to be something that's going to make everything that I had learned all those years confusing the two. For one, if I don't watch it, you learn textbook, you take the test, you take the exams, you learn by professionals, these are all around professionals. And then you hear people who want to claim being professionals, okay, when they're not. Yeah. And over the years, really, I had seen some scams, several scams, and I mean flat out scams, just to get money from people. And all of these things, they just more at me. It was so bad. I mean, so much of it. And recently I have seen, oh my goodness, it's like I really need to walk away from this totally. When you hear people do things that are giving advice, and you're saying, oh my goodness, the harm that they could cause other people, the total harm they could cause, and then people just you know, rallying around them like they're a messiah or something, and that whole thing of hero worship makes me cringe. It really does. And I mean, this is, like I said, about 5 years of it. Not, of course, not. I'm not watching them these whole 5 years. No, I would feel like this, and I'd say I need a break. I need to walk away from it. And I don't really watch them. I don't like watching people who do videos on something I do videos on, and I don't just do this one topic. So I usually don't watch people, like I said, who do the same thing. But when I do, and I see some stuff, and it's like, that's so damaging. It's just so damaging. And I'm not saying on one platform, not one social media platform. It can be something written on some social media that's not YouTube or not Facebook or not, any of these. Or just you search for something on the internet and you know for a fact that it is not that. That's not the right answer, because that was the wrong answer. You were trying to find the right one, and that was the wrong one. Somehow. But you see, you wanted something to expand on, and it's totally wrong. And when I was teaching, college and university, I would not allow my students to find anything online. Okay, I just wouldn't. They couldn't do that. They had to go and find actual professional research, scholarly research, not something they just found on the internet that anybody could write. Okay, but there's this feeling. I really do feel it. I do videos. I'm going to continue to do videos, but I really don't feel like watching anybody. I watch my videos on TV as it is, and I don't want to, have any reason to think to watch certain people. And some say, just don't watch them. Like it's so easy. See, that kind of thing. People find these really all or nothing, all or none. Well, all you have to do is this, or all people do that, and all, or none of this, and all around. That's what's bothering me, is the way I'm seeing too much of. And I mean all in more than one way. Like I just said, when you hear people say, well, anybody who does this, all of them are this or that. Let me give an example. Like I said, I do videos. When I first started doing videos, it was actually my original channel over 5 years ago. It was 5 years, we'll say 5.5 years now. And I only knew I could do one thing. It was, the only thing I saw on YouTube, besides, I've said this so many times, besides, like how-tos, like what I knew of YouTube was music and like how to speak a new language, or how to fix something electrical, whatever, something like that. But I didn't know that people did videos, just anybody did videos on like shopping or something. And when I first started, I started doing shopping, and some woman wrote me, she said, I like all of my girls to do this. And I'm like, I'm not your girl. I'm a woman. I don't appreciate being called a girl, and I'm not yours. It kind of made me think, well, wait a minute, maybe there is something that they, like that. I don't even know if that woman's still doing videos on shopping videos, but anyway, you see what I'm saying? And then kind of sort of seeing more and more, and people do different things and all. But okay, I got distracted there. But so this was what I started doing more. Okay, I have more than one channel, and I do these videos, and I see so much of this, and I really say, okay, I just got to stop. Really, 5.5 years, I just have to stop watching videos. Now, there are two people, really, only two people that do videos on a regular basis, and I like to watch them. I don't find them offensive at all. But these other ones, this whole all thing, that's what I see so much of. And I know I was going somewhere with it, but the whole thing of people just saying this all stuff is like, and that's where I was going. I was going with the all thing. Like when I first started doing the videos, like I was saying, I did shopping videos. I had my face on there. I did videos sitting at my desk, shopping videos, and what people do, they call them haul videos, and they show them, themselves, and they show what they bought and stuff like that. I just thought that's how you do it, that kind of thing. Or sometimes I wasn't. I just show it sitting on a table, show the merchandise sitting on a table, something like that. Now, over the years, when I expanded and saw that I could do more, I just started doing it. I didn't even know there were other people doing videos on narcissistic abuse and along that line, toxic people and so forth. And then, of course, I started recommending them, and then I saw that there was a whole bunch of people doing it. And I stopped. I stopped putting myself on, but there were other reasons, like having solar screens in my house that made everything look grainy. And when I would try to do videos, plus I no longer used my webcam that I was using. Can't find it any longer. Bought 2 new ones. They don't work right with the computers, and just so many reasons. I just stopped doing that. Now, imagine hearing people say this. This kind of makes me, really? Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be talking about that. But I've heard this said that anybody who doesn't show their face on video is a narcissist, a troll, a hater, on and on down that line, that because they don't show their faces. Really? Okay. Now, I don't want to diagnose at all. I don't diagnose at all. Behaviors, well, let's see. Who would like seeing their own face on a video? You see how that would come off to me as, first of all, that person shouldn't be talking. That's how I see it. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I have often wondered, like, people are traveling and they're going somewhere, and they're YouTube content creators, and they're making videos they're traveling these places, but what they're showing is their own face. Well, if a person's watching you travel around, wouldn't it be nice to be able to see all the places where you're going? And not just your face. We've seen your face, and I remember thinking this earlier on, more and more often. Yeah, I want to see where you're going. If you're a traveler, I want to see where you're going. I don't want to see you. I want to see where you're going. And now some people would say, well, they must be narcissistic. Some people could turn that whole thing around and say, all they're showing is their face, and therefore they're narcissistic. So, that whole thing of, and then they take it from there and say, all people who do that are this. Really? You know all people? I didn't know. You got statistics to back that up? Or no, wait, you're the type that doesn't want to have statistics. You think that's just all fake. No, that's all false. No. Someone who says all people who don't show their faces on their videos, they are narcissists, they are haters, they're trolls, they're... Really? I'm telling you, it just astounds me. Not really, because I do know that people do this. But, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying earlier in this video, it has just come a time when once again, I gotta say, I gotta walk away. And usually that means totally, even the people I like I said, there are 2. 2 of them, there are 2 other ones, but they hardly ever make videos. So there's 2 that do almost pretty much daily basis. And, but I tend to catch up. I might watch one a week, catch up on them once a week or something. And I don't always leave comments. But it's the ones that are bothering me now, the ones that are doing these, because I'm running across these, and I've done a video before, but I put it on a different channel, basically saying, why are they always showing me these certain geographical area, and there are people I don't like, people what they say, what they do. When can I search and find something I do like? You'll hear people say, YouTube has, or any social media, has something for everyone. Really? Someone like me says, I'm not finding, like I said, 2, but I'm not really finding something I like. Anytime I search, I'm finding the same thing, the same people, especially the same people, over and over again. Anyway, I'm getting some fog in here from having the air conditioner on. That's neat. Really, haven't had that before. But anyway, I'm shocked. I'm shocked on some of the things I see online. Also, and some things that are written. Like I had a video, and someone, it was on a different service. It wasn't on YouTube. I put it on a different one, and so the person didn't know that it was me. Okay, that put it there, posted it, and this person, it was a guy. And it was about narcissistic abuse, you know, in the video and in the disclaimer, read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube, it states that this is not a diagnosis and stuff like that. This is no counseling advice, I stated it in the video, stated it. This is not a diagnosis. And anyway, a guy left me a comment, and I deleted it so fast, I can't even remember the whole comment. But it was basically, actually, what he said was that isn't a sign of a person being a narcissist is that they claim that another person is a narcissist. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the latest trend. Is this going to be yet another one that they're going to say all people, see, that all people, anybody, all who state that somebody is narcissist, and I didn't say anybody was a narcissist, I don't diagnose. To me, narcissist is someone who is diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. Saying narcissistic is the behaviors. Okay, that's not saying they're narcissist. Okay, so he jumped this, and to me, it's, what are you doing for one thing? You see, for him to say that about me, the woman who did this video, she is saying this person's a narcissist, and she doesn't, and therefore she's the narcissist, you know, delete. But what is he doing? I'm serious. I think I've become just too, what is the word, saturated with this stuff. And the all people, all or none, all or nothing, all, everyone, nobody. It's just, and then I'm also yeah, pretty tired of the people who, like I'm saying, they act as though they're experts. They are experts on a topic they are not, just because they've experienced. That's always been a pet peeve of mine since I don't know how long. And like I said, this is not everybody. I'm not saying all people, but those who do that, however, yeah. But anyway, it's all frustrating to me. It is frustrating, and it's just too much, and it's like being surrounded by people throwing out stuff that is so bad. It's so very bad for me, for anybody. You know, I would think, because of my degrees, I would say, I don't think that's a good thing to tell somebody that could cause harm, and you're just saying it, I'll give an advice, here's some advice, just do this, don't, you know, people who say, don't listen to counselors, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. I do, however. This kind of thing is just eating at me, and I do worry, I mean, not worry, but I'm thinking eventually, yeah, eventually. I mean, I know you can't give out medical advice. I'm fairly certain you cannot give out any kind of medical advice, basically it is illegal. Now I can't say that 100% where you live. I'm not a lawyer. See, I'm stating that I'm not a lawyer. I can't tell you that. I can't give you legal advice. But these are people who say, you know, forget counselors. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you how it really is. That kind of person, no. That's what's eating at me. It's just eating. You know, and I've gone too long. But this is my way of venting. This is my way of journaling. I'm not saying anybody else should do it. Read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube. I'll say that again. But all of that, and then some. And then I wonder, you know, really, I do wonder how legal or illegal it is. I know it's illegal to practice counseling in many states in the United States, if not all, without having without being licensed in whatever that state is that you're living in. I'm not a lawyer. Again, I can't tell you legal advice. Any of that. I can't say 100% for certain. I guess I need to find one of those people to do it. Oh my goodness. That was a joke. That was sarcasm. Oh boy. Seriously, it's just eating at me. It is. After all these years and seeing these people, oh my goodness, the people who do this. And then they have, like I say, they have flying monkeys. You know, what people call flying monkeys. See, flying monkeys isn't even a psychological term. You know, I mean, a term you would find in any psychology book that I know of. You know? And it might be now to state that this is what people on, you know, this or that see these certain type of people in that respect, but never known it to be any kind of scholarly in the past. Like I said, it could be now. Ooh, I'm hearing noise. Oh, that's an airplane. I thought it was thunder. We're under a severe thunderstorm. Do you see it? I don't. Anyway, I think I've vented enough. I know I got distracted there because of that airplane. I don't know. Anyway, I think I should wrap this up. Who knows how long this is? And it's just a vent. That's all it is. Just a vent. I might change my mind on another day, but we'll see.